Okay, so you're in the market for the best, but yet budget-friendly security camera that you could possibly find for your investment property. Well, you're in luck. In today's video, we're gonna do exactly that. And we're gonna scour Amazon.com and try to find the best security camera we can possibly find within a reasonable budget that's a very good fit for an investment property. I'm Lou Vega from Superhome, yoursuperhome.com, and let's get right into it. All right, guys, so here we are. We're on Amazon.com. I'm not signed in to anything. This is just normal Amazon. So just pretending, I'm searching as if I'm a real estate investor or property owner, just trying to find a solid camera. And let's just type it in. Just type in by starting security camera. See what we get. So right off the bat, I can tell you that most of this stuff here is trash. And the reason for it is, first of all, Blink is owned by Amazon. Blink is super budget. Most of them are battery cameras. Obviously they have the features and stuff that you would want. Even some of them have like the two-way audio and all that stuff, which is great. But the build quality on those cameras are not good. Most of the time, they're battery powered. You'd have to do them with solar. They do have some wired versions as well. But I just found in my experience, and then from customers also coming to me and asking, for advice, that they don't hold up and they don't catch everything, or they don't catch enough, or they barely catch anything on camera. So I would not recommend Blink. We have a sponsored link here for Arlo. Arlo is okay. Kind of fell off, actually. Used to be a much more popular brand. They were a little earlier in the scene when it came to, kind of wireless technology and wireless cameras. Not bad. I think for the features, there's some better stuff out there, but not so bad. All right, so going down here, these off-brand here, you get a lot. I get it. 5-star reviews. You're looking at it, you're like, man, it's got to be a great deal. These kind of off-brand cameras, the issue with them the most is, you have security concerns because I don't know where this footage goes for this company. Number 2, the app experience is usually pretty terrible. It's not usually a really robust, strong, well-built app. So there's that. Now the quality of the camera itself, probably fine. May not give you the highest end quality, especially at night or in low resolution situations like night. They do have camera. These little white lights here are lights, or they're not infrared. They're actually lights, so that improves the quality of the video. Anytime you have a camera that has a built-in LED light, that's intended to give you more color night vision. That's why you see that kind of highlighted here. I would say that, it usually does an all right job. It just depends on how bright they are, because that has to cast out to provide a good image. So just something to look out for. These 2K cameras here, I don't even know, what is that 2K camera? The brand isn't even on here. Let's just click into it. AOG, I don't know. I don't like buying stuff like this, because you just never know how they store their Waynesview. So Waynesview Cloud, okay, so they're using that Waynesview app. Waynesview is it's been around for a while. So it's not like a new app per se, but I just don't like the user experience on them. So that's just me. So let's see what else we got here. We got some cellular cameras, which I don't mind. Definitely could be good in a pinch. Vosker is nice. A little expensive. I think you don't get as much. You don't get the features aren't as good on the Vosker cameras, because they tend to be a little bit more expensive and give you less. The build on them is kind of nice. I do like the ruggedized experience, so that is something to it's a plus for that. All these other brands, ASU or whatever, I don't know. I don't try these cameras out, because typically, like I said, I've had bad experiences with off brands. And I get it. You're looking at it, 5 stars. Oh man, it's 5 stars. I can get 4 cameras for $400. I get it. We're looking at, price, but I've just found that the experience overall ends up not being as good. So, and then also, you don't know on Amazon, who are they paying to give them 5-star reviews and stuff? You just don't know. TP-Link, I do like TP-Link. I don't necessarily like them on the camera side. I like them more on the network side. I don't mind some of their more network products, access point switches, stuff like that. It's not so bad. But on the camera side, they're a new kid on the block. It's probably a fine experience. They look like they might be biting off of another brand, Eufy. Could be same manufacturer. Really cheap camera though. I mean, $15. Wow, that's. I mean, if you just, especially if it's going to be an outdoor camera, sure. I mean, indoor camera, sure. Test it out. I don't know. Think about it. A $15 camera. Let's be honest. What do you really expect out of that? I just don't think it's a good use of your funds. Just going down the list here, like a lot of these cameras, they're just very low, more residential style, low budget. Blink. I mean, look how much they push Blink, right? It just goes to show you, like, that's why so many people end up buying Blink, because it's just pushed, it's just like shoved down your throat here, and you have to, you're like, well, I might as well get it. It's only $30. Just not a good move. Floodlight cameras from Blink, small LEDs in here. They make it look all bright on here, but look, you can just tell, like, 6 little dots here. Get out of here. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan. And look, just scrolling down. All right, so now we're getting to some stuff that I kind of like. So Anki, not so bad. I don't mind them. They've been around a long time. Pretty good batch of cameras, but it's just when you get this much equipment for this low of a price, it's just like, I don't know, man. The plastic, most of them are plastic housing. The LEDs may burn out, or the infrared lights may burn out. That's what you typically see with cameras like this. Also, red flag here. You have, what is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cameras with a 1 terabyte hard drive. You're gonna get, like, let's say, what's a recording at? 1080p. I guess at 1080p. Yeah, I mean, I don't buy 1080p cameras anymore. I just find that they, it's not that the resolution is not good. It's just I would rather have, a higher resolution camera that I can kind of grow into as my displays get higher resolutions on my phone and my TVs and things like that. I like to buy a little higher resolution camera, so I don't usually buy 1080p cameras, like almost never. And then at 1080p with 1 terabyte, you'll probably get like a week of that footage. So yeah, I don't know, not bad. I don't mind Anki so much, but again, kind of more of a budget, low end brand. Where else did we find stuff? Scrolling down, going back. Where were we? Okay, yeah, here's Anki. All right, so Eufy. I actually like Eufy products. They are more of like a homeowner type special, not really for professional use. But in a pinch, you really, really wanted like a solar camera. I don't mind Eufy at all. I think the user experience on the app is pretty good. And the quality of the cameras are usually pretty good. So I'm a big fan of Eufy, especially for more of like a residential. Who is this? See, like this kind of weird stuff when they start doing wacky things like this. Not a fan. Tapo TP-Link, no, not a big fan. Lato Cam, like what is that? $20? Like no. Wise, trash. Little baby Eufy, not bad. So yeah, none of this stuff. Like if you were to search for a security camera, none of the first batch here, anything on this front page, I would recommend for a property. If you're a property owner, not even for an Airbnb, I wouldn't recommend any of these. Just not the right quality for me. All right, so scrolling down towards the bottom, I thought I saw a whole bunch of stuff. So a whole bunch of sponsored links up here. Look at this. They all look the same. And like, how do you know, right? Like, how do you know what to get? Like, most of this stuff could just be trash. The only thing I could remotely trust would probably be an Anki system. That's probably it. It would have to be IP also. A lot of them are not IP. They're analogs. Nothing wrong with analog per se, but I prefer IP-based systems. A lot of these CCTV camera systems run on this old school wire here. You can see these are like these BNC plugs with the power cables. This stuff is like really cheap. Just, I don't know. Not really. Not a fan. So, yeah, if I were to pick anything on this first page, you're really just getting pushed to Anki stuff. We got a little Reolink here. I don't mind this. Even though I hate clicking on sponsor stuff. Is there one that's not sponsored? That's Reolink. I hate doing that. We got any Reolinks down here? Okay, yeah, like look at something like this. So I don't mind this. Reolink, 2 terabyte hard drive, 4 cameras. See, that's what we want. And the reason why they have that is because we have a 4K NVR, which just means it's capable of recording 4K. It doesn't mean the cameras are 4K. And then you have 5 megapixel cameras. Solid. Like, that's a really great deal. Only downside to some of the Reolink is I don't like the look of them, but in a budget situation and you're really trying to save money and you want to buy something off of Amazon, this is not a bad deal. I mean, I don't install them anymore just because the stuff that we're starting to install, we've been installing for a while, just better quality housing, smaller form factor. The recorders are smaller. They take up less space because a recorder like this is huge. I mean, you have to have like a lot of space for this. These are larger recorders. But yeah, I mean, a 4 camera kit, can't beat it. What's the price on it? Man, $319. That's pretty cheap. Kits like this used to cost like $500. So definitely a nice little price break on it. Definitely a win. I would do something like this if I was just doing it myself and I was a real estate investor. I would probably go with this kit over even the Anki. This to me, 5 megapixel, 4K NVR. If you ever want to upgrade the cameras to 4K cameras, you could. 2 terabyte hard drives, solid. You'll get at 5 megapixel. You'll probably get like maybe a couple weeks out of it of storage. It's got person and vehicle detection. Probably doesn't have that much more. There might be a couple other features you can do with it, but for the most part, that's all you're gonna get. Yeah, just motion alerts. That's it. So I would say that's probably what I would go with. I wouldn't pick anything else in this list. And you, as the consumer, you're trying to identify something that is a good fit for you. There's so much to choose from here, and like 98% of it is absolute garbage. So, you're kind of fending for yourself here, and you're not really given a lot of great choices. And this is the problem, that I end up getting these calls because, you thought it was going to be good. You went on Amazon, you thought you got a deal, and then you call me because something's not working. So my recommendation, try not to buy stuff on Amazon. Talk to a professional, ask for recommendations. We do consults if, we're too expensive or our products are too expensive for you and our whatever is too expensive and you absolutely want to do it yourself. We do offer a consult. So I can do a consultation with you and you can run a whole bunch of, camera systems by me and say, hey, which one of these is worth it? I'll steer you in the right direction. At least that you can make an informed decision. It would take me 30 minutes to go over everything with you. So that's it, guys. So I just wanted to do a quick video, kind of going over if you were shopping on Amazon to find a budget deal, what brands would you pick? And I really only had 2 for you today out of the probably 35 to 40 options that were on the screen. So be careful out there when you're picking stuff. You get what you pay for. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm Lou Vega from Superhome, yoursuperhome.com. Appreciate it. Catch you on the next one.